Guys, we're back with our second phase of reading a book a day. So we're at the second point where we've already covered the first, where I said read the cover, front, back, all your comments, your table of contents, your first chapter or your intro, and then the last chapter, and you put that book down. So what did we get from this book? Immediately we found out all the topics that are involved. I don't want to spend too much time on that. We ran through table of contents, covered all these topics here. Remember, you're looking for that golden ticket, that one takeaway that you want to have to take out of this book written by Scott Alexander, Rhinoceros Success. Okay, I don't have my cover. So we ran through all those things, and now we're at the phase two. Phase two, read the first paragraph in each chapter. This is what I do. Okay, now we can all come up with our own method. What am I encouraging? I'm trying to encourage you to read. Pick up the damn book. All right, so here we go. So running through this real quick. The secret of success is naturally becoming a rhinoceros. In fact, my wish, I'm reading to you, damn it, for you is to wake up tomorrow morning as a full-grown 6,000-pound rhinoceros. Imagine the look on your spouse's face in the morning when you're finding you in bed. Oh, is it fun being a rhinoceros? In fact, it is so much fun that you will be up early every morning, including the weekends. No more sleeping in until the last possible minute. You are now a rhinoceros. The sooner you get that into your head, the sooner you will achieve more during your rhinoceros life. Awesome. At 6 in the morning, when your opportunity clock rings, get out of that bed like a rhinoceros, not a sloth. Take a quick shower, brush your horns, put on a rhinoceros clothes, and get ready to charge. Good job. That's the first paragraph. Imagine that. So get charging mad, always charge massively, 2-inch thick skin, real secret of success. You can see where he's going with this. You start gathering your points. Charge with singleness of purpose. Be alert for opportunities. Charge down opportunities. Obviously, opportunities don't come very often. When you get them, take them. Take them. You never want to look back and say, God, what if? Right? All right, so we'll work our way over to chapter 2. This chapter covers the exercises and habits I have found are important to maintain a healthy rhinoceros spirit. Let's face it, you were not born a rhinoceros. It is sometimes difficult to continue as a rhino in a cow and a sheep world. You don't want to be a rhinoceros for a day. You want to be born again, only this time as a rhino. You get it? So declare yourself a rhino. All right, he's got some inside thoughts here. All right, take action. Rhino portraits. Maintaining your rhino spirit. As you associate, so you become. Read good books. Imagine that, a book talking about reading good books. Wow. Plan on being a prosperous rhinoceros. Plans do change, etc., etc. You see where they're going with all of this, okay? All the breakdowns. Where is chapter 3? There it is. How to be the world's happiest rhinoceros. Or how would you like to be a rhinoceros so far? I'm sorry, how do you like being a rhinoceros so far? That's what I get for looking away. Are you happy? I hope so. If you are not, I would recommend going to the cow pasture. Better to be a happy cow than a sad rhino. Some animals are born cows. If you not enjoy being a rhino, why be one? The idea is to be happy. Get it? You want happiness as we lose focus on this page. Automatic focus. Come on, keep it right. That's what you pay for. Rhinos are happy traveling to new jungles and meeting other wild animals. Cows are happy watching television or surfing the internet. Rhinos are happy when they are charging at their goals. Cows are happy to lie in the sun all day chewing on their cud. You guys see where they're going with this so far? But don't feel bad about being a cow. Somebody has to take the job. We need the manure to fertilize the rhinos' gardens, and we need to take the milk so that the rhinos can enjoy chocolate milkshakes, right? Cows in the country provide a scenic view on our Sunday drives in the Rolls Royce. Cow hides make attractive wallets. Huh. guess for a person that it's all about animal rights wouldn't like that comment. Be happy. Be a happy cow. Be a happy rhino. Is it your choice? Everyone has a choice, you know. But just because your parents might both have been cows doesn't mean you have to be one. Take a walk on the rhino side. Be really happy. You see where they're going with that. It's all about happiness, happiness, happiness. All right? He's really stressing that point. Chapter 4. Be an audacious rhino. You are audacious. Your audacity makes you the charging rhinoceros that you are. This is what separates you from the cows and the sheep. You are daring. You are adventurous. You are recklessly bold. You are charging, not afraid of anything rhinoceros. You have guts. You have nerve. You have a backbone. Love it. I love it. I like what they're pushing right here. Every day you wildly charge through the jungle, having time for your life. You don't ask for anyone's permission. You just plow through, knocking down anything that gets in your way. The jungle floor vibrates and the trees shake as you boldly charge through. The cows and the sheep can hear you laughing as a torpedo suddenly knocks you down. Immediately, you jump to your feet and start charging again, making new trails through the thick brush of the jungle. You can kind of metaphorically get what he's going at with these things. Use your time wisely. Be a kid again. Get excited. Chapter 5. Look at that. We're almost done with this book. Develop rhinoceros persistence. Never give up. Okay? Tenacity in everything, in every cell of your huge charging body. You have the invaluable strength to keep at whatever you are doing despite the circumstances. You are indomitable. Nothing can conquer your strong will to succeed. Torpedoes, hurricanes will not subdue you. Okay? As I skipped over that, I'm trying to finish this. You trample every nasty, irritating obstacle that tries to trip you up. Your persistence bowls over anything that is keeping you from succeeding. You get the point, and I like what he's doing. Okay, so as you get through the book, you can see that how he writes and the things that he talks about, you can quickly grab your point and get past all that, unless you really want to sit and be entertained by metaphor after metaphor. And that's what we're talking about. That's why if you understand how to get through a book quickly and get the points that you need out of it, you've achieved that book. Chapter 6, How to Be a Rhinoceros in All Aspects of Your Life. Do you know how to make a rhinoceros float? Root beer, 1 scoop of vanilla ice cream, and 1 scoop of rhinoceros. Remember, this is extremely funny, side-splitting, hilarious joke because it will remind you to put rhinoceros into everything you do. Rhinoceros success comes from being a rhinoceros all the time. You don't play rhinoceros while you're working on an important project, then go back to being a cow when the project is completed. This is a full-time position. You have to think rhinoceros every waking moment. This is why the rhino pictures are important. The minute you forget that you're a rhinoceros, you lose all your valuable rhino virtues. Opportunity can slip away from you in a matter of seconds. A torpedo can knock you flat before you even know what hit you. Think rhinoceros every minute of the day so this never happens to you. Keep a pebble in the bottom of your shoe to remind you, if that's what it takes, to keep you constantly thinking rhinoceros. If you go rhino, you will immensely benefit in 6 major areas of your life: financial, work, family, physical, social, and spiritual. I like his values. Rhinoceros success can be had in each of these facets of your life if you become a full-time rhinoceros. Let's take a look. The first is financial. So now he talks finance, chapter 7. So you see what happened there. I mean, literally one entire conversation for chapter 6, and that chapter is done. Okay, so you see what ends up happening here as we're literally already in 9 minutes, just about 2/3 of the book complete. So you see how that happens. Chapter 7, financial. How are you doing financially? Do you have enough money? Never let anyone tell you that money is not at all important. Money is important. Money is essential. Without money, every other fact of your life is likely to suffer. You can starve to death if you don't have money. Money has a bad reputation because most animals don't have enough. Most animals, i.e. people. To justify their lack, you will hear them say money is the root of all evil, or money can't buy happiness. Both of these ideas are completely wrong. They are used only for rationalizing a failure to have money. I agree 100%. Money is not the root of all evil. Love of money is. Get it? You don't love or idealize money. You can like money a lot, but never let it become your God. Respect money for all the good it can do. Have excellent plans for your money. Enjoy money and have a desire for money, but never live your life for money. Money is a tool. I love that. That's great. Use it properly and you can build a happy, satisfying life. Use it improperly and your life will be miserable. Don't use it and you will lose it. Good rhino life will never even have a chance to get started. I can tell you right now, as I'm skipping through and we're finishing that chapter, going on to chapter 9, that the one chapter I'm going to come back to and read the entirety of is financial. So chapter 8, work. Closely related to your financial picture is your work environment, right? I mean, how else are you getting it? So something that you love to do, hopefully, or what you call work that gives you some sort of monetary value. If you are struggling financially, you are probably suffering in your work. No one should be working. Get it? Work means drudgery or I love that they put this word and I almost tripped all over it. Monotony. Work is dull, irksome, distasteful, and uninspiring. Who wants that? Certainly not you, a rhinoceros. That sounds like the perfect occupation for a cow. I love it, but not for you. Find something that you can really get your horns into and enjoy. Enjoy what you do every day, or it will be work. You will never be fulfilled working at something you can't wait to leave. You're not going to charge out of bed in the morning if all you have to look forward to is work, right? I agree. To be truly successful and make money, you must do something you enjoy, something you are interested in, something that inspires you. I love this right here. Only you know what it is. When you find it and delve into it, money will come. Money will come. I like that. Chapter 9, family. Here we go. Your family can either make you or break you. I like this. How do you do in your family affects your financial status and work environment. And your financial status and work environment affect your family life. In fact, all 6 major areas of your life affect the others to some extent. For this reason, it is important to keep them in a balance. You don't want to become so involved in your work that you forget you have family, right? At the same time, they're your responsibility too. Rhinoceroses excel in all areas of their lives. This helps to lead to happiness and contentment. In the end, that's what we're all after, isn't it? Have a happy life. Have a happy family life. To do that, just be sure your rhinoceros self. Be sure of yourself. Keeping a family together and happy makes a rhino at times. There will always be times when things don't work out. Don't abandon ship at the first sign of rough seas. That's what cows do. Weather it out. Nothing good comes easy. I like that. Nothing good comes easy. Chapter 10. Look at that. Just about to wrap it up. Don't be an out of shape rhinoceros. Now we're going physical. Make sure you're in the peak of your condition. A healthy body is required for living a rhinoceros life. You don't want to be a flab bouncing around under your arms as you are charging. We're all about rhino right now. Make sure that you are not a few thousand pounds overweight. How do you feel? So I'm skimming through this. I like it because I'm always doing the physical thing. I'm in and out of the gym. A true rhinoceros is a magnificent animal. Would you describe yourself as magnificent right now? Are you magnificent? Extra pounds do not qualify for this category. Your skin is supposed to be 2 inches thick, not your fat. If you have more than you need, Charge it off. Being physically fit will make you feel like a $6 million rhinoceros. Okay? You're able to leap over obstacles in a single bound and faster than a speeding torpedo. You can charge your way into success. I like it. Let's see, they still go here. It's keeping it one chapter to be fair. I will skim through this. On the other hand, if you constantly feel ill, if you are fat and out of shape, you are not going to produce in a rhinoceros fashion. If you cannot wake up and walk up to a flight of stairs without getting winded, you do not stand a chance charging around in the jungle being chased by torpedoes. Your chances of success are considerably lessened. Put yourself on a regular program of exercise and get in shape. I like it. Train like a rhinoceros. Go all out. Charge massively. Don't do one push-up, 5 minutes of jogging in place. Do 5,000 push-ups. Then go on a 100-mile run. Big numbers. And as you run, think rhinoceros. As the blood pumps through your head, tell every cell that you're a rhinoceros and to pass the word. By the time the blood gets back to your head, every cell in your body will know that a rhinoceros, that is a rhinoceros. I'm tripping up over here as I'm trying to look ahead as I'm reading. If you guys ever catch yourselves doing that, common error. I'm not afraid to admit to my faults. I do that often. Your cells will be screaming, go for it. They will charge out of bed with you every morning, and you will glow from the eagerness of all your rhino cells roaring to go charge. He had fun writing this, I can tell. Just imagine if you were reading the entire chapter of every one of these, would it really be necessary? Early in the book chapter 11. Earlier in the book, I mentioned the importance of associating with the right animals. Now I'm going to hit you over the head with it to make sure it sinks in. Here are some of the quotes to say it better than I ever could. Proverbs 13:20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise. Imagine that. Latin proverb. If you always live with those who are lame, you yourself will learn to limp. I like it. German proverb. When a dove begins to associate with crows, its feathers remain white, but its heart grows black. Cervantes. Tell me thy company, and I will tell thee what thou art. Delil. Chance makes our parents, but choice makes our friends. Strong quotes folding this page. And this is why this book becomes a reference point. When you go through your books and you find these things, imagine, like literally, I'm completing this book. We have 18 minutes of recording time under. And I'd be able to walk away and say, and this is only my second pass on this book, that I know this book. Okay? All right, make sure the choices make sure you choose the right friends. We tend to behave in the same manner as those we associate with. Very true. And you don't want to start picking up some cows, complaining, some sloth's laziness, or some sheep's worry. Know as many animals as you possibly can, but associate mostly with the ones who help build you up. Associate with people who help build you. Stop hanging out around idiots. Idiots, yeah, maybe they make for great entertainment, but leave it there. Leave it there at entertainment, okay? And remember that you have to give to get. I like that. You will never advance socially if you forget this rule. Make friends. Be friendly. As a rhinoceros, you will have no trouble here. You are one of the friendliest animals in the jungle, as long as no one gets in your way when you are charging. You enjoy being with winners and sharing the good rhino life. Sharing the good life. Okay, chapter 12, spiritual. Only you know how you're doing spiritually. Religion is a very personal subject, and I agree with most animals. Just the mention of it will cause some animals' hair to bristle up along their backs. If you are this way, all I can say is to believe in whatever you think is right and good. But please do believe in something. Okay? And I will leave that there because I don't like to make religion my focus. I don't focus on religion. I'm not saying I'm not religious, but I don't focus on it because it divides. I do not focus on politics because it divides. I do not focus on race and ethnic backgrounds, cultures, because it divides. I focus on people. I divide ignorance. That's my quote. All right, so chapter 13, Rhino Games. Here comes the games. I believe this is the last chapter, too. As you drive about in your automobile, take notice of the other motorists. How do they look? Are they smiling? Do they look excited? You will quickly discover that our roads and highways are being traveled by a nation of zombies. I like this. Most drivers maintain a fixed, glazed expression as they work their way through traffic. Eye contact is avoided at all costs. That sound familiar as you're driving down the road? Smiles are non-existent. The only indication of any life is that their cars are moving. Somebody has to be pushing on the gas pedal. It must be them. At the next traffic light, pull up to the nearest zombie and start staring at him or her. Study the expressionless face. Look at their faces. What is he or she thinking? He looks as though he might be going to a funeral of his own. Continue your observation. It's funny, but no matter how deep in shock the driver might seem to be, once you begin staring, he will sense it and look over at you, wondering what you're looking at. And you should tell him, I'm looking at the idiot who's asking me what I'm looking at. Your tendency will look away. Most people look away. I look and I smile. I say, hey, what's going on? You know, that's me. So if you see an idiot smiling at you, that's me. This time, don't. Instead, smile or wave. Look at that. That's the very next sentence. This will totally baffle the person. See what they do next. Most drivers will flash back a quick nervous smile and then stare straight ahead again, anxious for the light to turn green. You know, I've done this so many times. Mind you, this is my first time reading this book. And then all he does is joke around about that, turning it into a game. Hence the topic, Rhino Games. And that ends that chapter. As we move forward, here we go. Chapter 14, be prepared for rhinoceros problems. Rhinoceros are always prepared for problems. It doesn't matter how much money you have, okay? You will still have problems. So it doesn't matter if you're a rhinoceros, a monkey, an elephant, or even a cow. You will still have problems. It doesn't matter if you're dropped out of high school or graduated from college with top honors. You will still have problems. Imagine that. Problems pledge allegiance to no one. They are for everyone. Regardless of sex, creed, breed, or color, you will still have problems. No one has ever been granted immunity from problems. They have always been around. They will be around today. They will be around tomorrow. The rhinoceros difference is in the handling of your problems. A rhinoceros is not an easy match for problems. First of all, majority of problems that would paralyze a sheep have no effect on a rhino. Little problems don't faze you. They're there. You don't think about them. They're like gnats and buzz around your ears. As long as you are charging, they are gone. But slow down to a stop and suddenly the gnats are buzzing around your eyes again. Keep charging. A little problem are no concern for you. They will always go away. It is the big problems that you work with. These are the problems that stun an elephant. These are rhinoceros-sized problems. You don't get sheep or cow worries. You get big, beefy rhino problems. They come with the job. Fortunately, you know how to handle them. That also comes with the job. Here we go. Last chapter, chapter 15. Be a rhinoceros today. So you can see now that he is now summarizing. And we read that already. So, this is the last chapter. If you're not decided to become a rhinoceros by now, it's my last chance to plead with you. Understand that this is not for my benefit that you will become a rhino. You already bought the book. I have no medication or ointment to sell you after you become a rhinoceros. Although, that's a good idea I might look into in the future, comedy. But for right now, you are the only one to gain if you decide to go rhino. Go rhino. All I ask is that if you decide to become a rhinoceros, commit yourself all the way. There's nothing worse than a wishy-washy rhino. Don't make the rest of the rhinos look bad. Either you are or you aren't. Sorry I'm being a little rough with you, but we do have to imagine and maintain. And that is the end of that. Imagine that. Thanks, guys. See you later.